Hi, welcome back to Dave's Garage. We're just going to bring out the YJ Jeep. It's a 94, and with the help of my camera guy, we're going to try and install the cap on it. We're just pulling it out of the shed now. That's not the one we're going to put the cap on, though. We're just moving that out of the way so we can get the other one out. And here comes the YJ Sport, which doesn't have a top on it right now. My cameraman is filming this remotely somehow. We're not quite sure exactly how he does that, but that's the technical guy in our cameraman. The Jeep is slowly rolling out of the shop, and in a few seconds we'll try and install the top. Not too complicated a thing, but it's better if you have two people to do this. And she's coming out slowly as we don't want to damage anything. It was a nice warm day the day we did this, so that helps everything. No one's freezing. And now my cameraman and myself are going to move the top over from where it was into position to back the Jeep up to it. There's different ways of lifting this. Some people make up little hoists and that out of ropes and pulleys that can do it all by one person almost, but we haven't got that set up here. We're just going to use the two of us to bring it up by hand. We're just going to tip it up a little bit. We don't want to put that on the ground because we want to keep the seal between the cap and the Jeep nice and clean. So when we put a little bit of caulking or maybe some foam in between the two, very small, just to seal off any drafts or blowing in of air. The less draft you get, the little warmer you'll be up here in northern Ontario where we live. Now we're going to try and see if we can lift it up. We haven't done it this way before, but we're going to try and tip it up a bit and slide it on the back end of the Jeep gently, because it is fiberglass, so you have to be careful you don't bend it too hard because it will break. It's not like a piece of steel. So the two of us are working together here, lifting it up onto the back of the Jeep partially. And then we're going to bring it ahead a little weeny bit more on the angle. So we're going to work together, and so nobody gets hurt doing this. We're just having a little discussion about how we're going to accomplish this this project. Cameraman, I think at this time, is repositioning the camera so you get a better shot of what's going on. You always got to keep hydrated when it's summertime. You want to have a drink of water. Not beer, because you know what beer does. It just dehydrates you and makes you a little bit silly. So we want to keep our wits about us and do this as safely as possible. Just drinking a little bit of water and keep us hydrated, so we're good. And then we're both going to try and pick it up from the side and get on a little steeper angle. So here we go with a little easily sliding it ahead, a little steeper angle up onto the back. We might even give it a little bit more, not much. And then my cameraman, who's going to get up in the back of the Jeep, he's going to attempt to lift the front of the cap up from the front. I'm going to go around to the back of the Jeep, back of the cap, I should say, and lift up the back part. So I think it's better for him to get up in the truck to do this lift, so then he doesn't have to strain himself too much. So it's all about not straining yourself when you're doing a project like this. So now my cameraman is at this point getting up in the Jeep, so he has good footing. We're just moving all of the stuff out of the way so it's nice and clear, so nobody trips or falls while we're doing this. So he's lifting the front of the Jeep, I'm lifting the back end. And then we're going to get it up on the back of the Jeep, and then slowly we're going to move it ahead a little bit more. Inch by inch we're going to do it. We're going to kind of walk it up nice and gentle, and a little bit more. Then our cameraman has to remember to get out of that little slot, because that slot gets so tight that you might sort of squeeze some of it. We're also using a 2x4 on the back end there to let it slide on a little bit as we get it up and over onto the front seal of the Jeep. where you put a few little screws in. The back end is held down by about 8 or 9 bolts. Anyways, thanks again for watching.